What is up, my lovely people in BluCranium land? So for today's video, guys, I wanted to recreate an illustration that I've admired for a really long time. And this is by an artist who goes by the name, or his brand name is JF Lemay. And he's based out of Quebec, Canada. So for this piece, it says it all. Look at the eyes, the teeth, and then the stones breaking apart in the city, and you can just feel the noise of all the cars just slamming on their brakes, just trying to avoid having to fall into this big abyss of a mouth of this person or creature that's laying over there. And what's cool is the name of the piece, if I remember correctly, is called The Nap Was So Good That They Built a City Over Me. How many times can you think back to a time where you just had such a nice nap, where you got up feeling refreshed and you were just ready to start the day? And then can you imagine something like this happening where you sleep and they build a city over your face? So yeah, that was really cool what he named it. And then as you can see, I zoomed out to show you the buildings. And just, all the detail about this piece and the storytelling is just so much to take in, and it was just cool to enjoy it, So for this rough part, took me, maybe a day to do, at least half the day to do the rough part. And then I wanted to work on the eyes. So now usually in most pieces when I do the eyes, I like to always give the eyes, especially the eye sockets, some sort of character and storytelling. So in this one, I wanted to give the eyes kind of that sleepy look, that I'm sure a lot of people can agree with this, that feeling you get when you've not slept well and you get up and your eyes are half closed and you're still half in sleep. And sometimes if you really had a really crappy night, you have those bloodshot red eyes. So that's what I was trying to do in this part. And to keep it with my theme, instead of drawing the face, I turned it into a skull. And I wanted to apply draw in the stones and all the different debris that would pretty much show say if this was a digital camera taking a picture from up above, what the camera would actually capture. Yes, obviously this is not digital, but just in the event this was actually real and was a picture taken from above. So for the sidewalk, instead of just keeping the stone or the bricks that they usually put down just mediocre and plain, I wanted to add this texture and kind of make it look like these were some unique bricks that were laid down specifically just for this very street. And then in this part, I drew out these, I think I want to call it a transformer for the electric lines. Kind of looked like it was ripped out and it was installed underneath and just kind of is flying out because the face of the person or this skull is trying to wake up and trying to get up from this long nap that he had. And as you can see now, I'd originally planned for them to be bricks, but then I thought maybe buildings seem more appropriate, and I kept the windows black, obviously to show that the power had gone out, so the rooms would all be in darkness. And then drawing these little stones and bricks in these different sizes was kind of cool to show the texture and what it would look like if there was an explosive look. So doing these traditional pieces has really been a whole lot of fun compared to, and just taking a break from the digital stuff, because this is what I used to do before the tablets and all came out. So I kind of I think I want to say not really abandoned my traditional art after I got my tablet, but I think after you get the tablet, it's just but natural to just draw on it, and it's just so much easier to just hit that double tap. But for this, when you are drawing with the black pen and putting every line you put on the paper, you always have to meticulously think which line goes where, because once it's down on the paper, you have to figure out how to correct it if it's not in the right place. So that definitely takes some time. as you go on, and for people that are just starting out drawing, I mean, it's always very calming to do something just like this in just black line art. I mean, it doesn't have to be this detail, obviously, but it's very entertaining and very soothing to just draw something like this. For most of these pieces, I noticed that from the very first one up until now, I have this real estate theme kind of going through all of them. And the reason for that is because real estate is something that I really enjoyed learning a lot about. And it's one investment I personally think that if you have the ability to get some real estate, whether it be an apartment or a house or whatever, like maybe some commercial land, it's something good that you can hold on to and make money with it over time, and that's what I really enjoyed doing in these pieces. I don't know, I mean, there was no particular set goal or set mind to keep them all real estate related. I mean, that's just something I drew naturally. But the part that takes the longest is these lines, because this drawing took me, I want to say, roughly about a day and a half between all of this. But it's really cool to see how it slowly comes together. You do the rough line art and then the black line art, and once the final piece comes together, it just makes it feel so much like an accomplishment to get it all done. And then for this part, I wanted to draw the electrical lines that are always under the ground that you don't usually see. And but yeah, all in all, I mean, these illustrations, as I said, I always fun to draw, so I always just hit the camera and hit record and keep going at it and see what I come. So for my next piece, I think I'm definitely going to try something maybe without a rough pencil sketch, and we'll see how it comes. So with that being said, I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, keep creating, keep drawing. I will see you all down the road or on the other side. Bye for now, guys. Take care.